Hello and welcome. Today we've got John Baxter, and today we are going to be discussing the central bank digital currency, Trump's announcement, Vivek Ramaswamy backing down, and much, much more. Now, just before we begin, you can subscribe to my Instagram channel at nicholas.veniamin, where you can follow all my daily news reels. John, thank you so much for joining me. How are you, and what have you been up to?
Oh, thank you so much, Nicholas. Thanks for having me on again. And lots of good stuff. We're changing the world in so many different ways. And it's been many, many years and decades that we put together some just amazing, fabulous stuff I'd like to show you guys.
Absolutely, can't wait to hear it all because you're doing great work with the healing stuff, which we're going to go into a bit later on. But let's talk about the central bank digital currency. I mean, what I understand is that they want to. This is a new world order agenda that they have. They want to track our money. They want to control everything. They want to see all the transactions. And if we speak against the government, like they have in China, they can ban you from spending your card, which means when you go to the shop to use your card, you'll get declined. Or they want to control the amount of meat that you eat every week. And if you exceed that limit, your card will get declined. Now, this is really, really against our freedoms. We should all be able to, as long as we work hard and we earn the money, we should be able to do what we want with our money. And that's another thing, the payroll tax system that Trump, I believe, wants to get rid of, because this is he wants to take that power away from the globalist elites. And he's very, very big about this because he's been shut down and the media hates him, and we really need Trump back. And I love the way he really, says how it is. And I believe that he will do exactly what he says. What do you think about that?
Well, he's our lasting hope. He's our only hope, and thank God he has the opinions and characteristics, leadership, dignity for the American public and the citizens, aka sometimes the taxpayer. And we watched all this stuff go on as the taxpayer, and we're allowing people over the border as the taxpayer. So eventually, Donald Trump's right on spot, right on point. We can't give away a central digital currency to the same people. What are they going to do? They're going to do the same exact nefarious activities that they're doing. Just because myself has health technology, or the guy down the road speaks out against all types of health issues, talks about Epstein Island. You don't want your money being controlled like that. One day it's in the bank account, one day it's gone because someone with a little red button that has control over your life, your freedoms. We can never subject ourselves to that level of control.
Hmm.
Whether it's AI, whether it's all this advanced technology, the digital currency is a no-no. We're just breaking away from the centralized World Bank. There's no reason to go jumping into that pool where we know that it's just going to hurt us. It'll hurt us from day one. Our children's future will be destroyed. We will basically be robots that are non-human at that point. So no.
Absolutely, and with Vivek Ramaswamy backing down now, I mean, this looks a little bit staged. It can also look like, Ramaswamy is doing it to save his name from being sacrificed after getting caught on camera manipulating a Trump supporter to vote for him. And I don't know if he's really doing it. He's back down so everyone can like him. So he, instead of being completely hated in the future. What are your views on that?
Well, I actually think the guy is pretty brilliant. Um, but I would never vote for him for president, right? I think he would be like a guy like me or you, Nick, that loved Donald Trump, went out and just tried to promote these, because the stuff he does say, the stuff that he says is very much along our lines. He's not afraid to say it. So I have to say I'm encouraged, and I think he has some very important points. I think he's super smart, but I think he really did this to get closer to Donald Trump, because Donald Trump says he's going to have a place. We don't know if it's VP. It's probably not VP. But I know on this subject, in regards to the future and funding the Black Rocks of the world and this type of thing, he does have a plan to assist businesses and companies with like-minded goals away from the ESG, which is that's a topic for discussion maybe on another time. But the funding of businesses is really important too. He does support that. What I really believe that he's done is he was a guy that was a patriot, felt like he got his voice, knew that he could never get president, but got in the mix, got people excited, and he's calling out Nikki Haley. He's telling the other two guys to quit. He's telling our Ron DeSantis, hey, Ron, come back to Florida. You forgot us. You already lost. Come back to Florida. Give us some assistance because you've been obsolete. You haven't been around. Nikki Haley, same thing. So I don't think he's a bad character. I think he got caught in that little video. But I think Donald Trump let it slide because his characteristics are very strong. And I believe he is a guy just like me or you that just did it for publicity more than anything.
It could be, but I think he's plagiarized a lot as well with he's repeated a lot of the things that Obama has said and Trump has said. He plagiarizes and copies people's, lines, especially in the debates. And there's some kind of Soros type of backing there as well from the deep state. And Trump said he's not a good guy before. He's a plant or something like that, something along those lines. And I think that when he spoke on the stage next to Trump, I think he was being used by the Trump team to get all his following to promote Trump's campaign. I think that was a very smart move. And I think like with what Trump, if you pay attention to his facial expressions when Vivek Ramaswamy was making a speech on the stage, you could see Trump's face was very serious. You could see that he keeps his friends close and his enemies closer. But exactly, I think that's what's happening. So that's good.
All three of them. I think all the three other candidates, other than Donald Trump, of course, they all are backed by something that we can't understand. And I believe Nikki Haley is backed by the DNC for sure. And then, of course, DeSantis the same way. So if they could just all just jump out of the race and back Donald Trump, like DeSantis, you're gonna ruin your career if you keep playing these stupid games. You have no chance in winning. Why muddy the waters for Donald Trump, the only guy that even has a chance at making a change in this country?
Do you believe that the others will back out as well, like Ron DeSantis and the others? Do you think so?
I hope so. That's my hope. But the longer they stay in, they're showing their true colors. They're backed by some money. They're talking negatively about Donald Trump constantly. And when they're doing that and they have no chance of winning, what are they trying to act like? Chris Christie? Like, get out of the race, back the number one guy that's already going to win. The Iowa caucus, it's gonna pretty much prove that Donald Trump's going to win. Why waste the money of the people that donated to your party? Why not back the guy that has the best chance of winning? We as conservative Republicans, we do a bad job of getting behind a line behind one candidate. The other guys, they pick one candidate and that's what they do, and it just makes it very difficult to bash each other when the country, the citizens are all at stake at the most important election in the history of the world. It's going down in 2024 this year. So it's so important that we get behind Donald Trump immediately, swallow your pride. If you're a pay-to-play rhino out there, like, I don't know what to say. Get out of here.
So Trump says that he wants to get rid of the payroll tax. He wants to get he will not allow CBDC to be created, as we spoke, the central bank digital currency, and also the Federal Reserve. He thinks that they should default. And when he was president, especially in the last months, and I still believe he is president, but I'm talking officially. He reduced medicine down to 80%. And I believe that wasn't just for people to have access, but also I believe it was a way to take power away from the globalists, and to make them broke. And that's why he said that he might be gone for a while, and he'd have to go away, and because there's a lot of rich enemies that don't like him and they want him out. And this is what it is. He's against big pharma, against globalists. And this is what people really need to understand, why the media hates him, why the indictments. And I want to go into all of this because when we have a new world and we create a new world and we eliminate these agencies, we'll be able to have more access to things that they've been suppressing to us on top of the things of what I've just mentioned, like the Tesla healing technologies, the grounding that works on a cellular level, and the tricks and codes to curing and reducing and eliminating all diseases. Of course, the deep state globalists don't want us to know this because it takes big money away from them. Why don't you tell us what you're working on right now that contributes to that?
Yeah, so I had a paint a purpose story and mission, my whole life story, everything I've worked on my whole life. It's hitting right now, literally about 10 years ahead of time in advanced health technologies. And that means maximizing technologies that were once censored. We just saw Tucker Carlson. We saw a bunch of different people on there, but Dennis Quaid was his last interview. Dennis Quaid actually shows us as the future of health and wellness. Bloomberg just selected myself and my company as the world's greatest health technology against everyone. And the reason why I was selected, Nicholas, because I can prove every step of the way a whole new healthcare. It involves the frequency healthcare, frequency medicine, and everything from scanning your body to offering it healthy frequency is the future. And that is what we've always heard. If you haven't heard my quote, there's two quotes that you need to know about the future of healthcare. And one of them is from Albert Einstein. The future of medicine is frequency medicine. And of course, Nikola Tesla, who we will talk about today, that said, if you want to understand the secrets to the universe, think of energy, frequency, and vibration. And when it includes health, you're talking about stuff you can't see. There's stuff that impacts your health that you can see, and there's stuff you can't. So frequencies, some frequencies are good, some frequencies are bad. In regards to a lot of other stuff, it is a duality in existence. So when you hear a lot of people say grounding frequencies, med beds even, do your research, because a lot of people use words, but they can't prove it. And the reason why we want is because we can prove it every step of the way. On today's show, Nicholas, if you could be so kind, I'd like to show you the pinnacle of what we created. Pound for pound, likely the most powerful healing technology on the planet that's available right here on your show, Nicholas. We call it the Tesla MedBed. And it's basically a citizen's med bed utilizing all the stuff we talked about, from Nikola Tesla to Albert Einstein and everything that you can prove. So I would like to pan over this large machine right here, Tesla med bed, and go over it. It's a big machine, as you can see, and someone's in there, Pastor Missy. Pastor Missy's in there right now. And she's a huge fan of yours. She met me and you in the event that you did in Florida. So she's in there right now. She's a beautiful soul.
Wow.
Now, this machine is very big. It's a heart chamber, oxygen chamber, and it has all the gadgets. It's totally digital. You can talk inside. It's got the grounding technology, frequency technology, sound and light frequency inside. And on the outside, it's all connected. The light therapy, the sound therapy, the frequency therapy. You can see that black cord in the back. It's all integrated through the system. And this system right here is doing amazing things, Nicholas, things that people have never seen before, and results that a lot of people have never believed are true. So this is the foundational technology for the Wellness Center here at Anti-Aging Bed. I'm the CEO, founder, spent 25 years doing this. We have 70 plus technologies. That's how we got here. And what you're looking at is the future. So if you're interested in a wellness center, anything like that, we have packages where you can do this. You can have this stuff in your home. But the beautiful thing is the future is now, and I'm proving it. You won't see anything like this on the market.
Mhm.
And as far as technologies, no one's got more of the multifaceted technologies that working at one time.
So what does that do? What is it supposed to do? How does that supposed to benefit you? If you could please tell us the benefits of use of this technology.
So inside the hyperbaric chamber is our grounding technology, neutralizes inflammation, and basically gets the body back to homeostasis and harmony. Inside the chamber has far infrared light therapy, and in conjunction with grounding, it makes it anti-aging. That's where we got the name. From there, we've got acoustic frequency inside. It's like a resonant underneath the pad that the person's laying on. The resonance inside the chamber helps the oxygen filter through the capillaries. The resonance inside the chamber are also directed with that black cord I show you being put inside. The frequency is running through the grounded cover as well. So if you're working on something, that machine has 4 million frequencies. So you can address most of all your health problems, whether it be diabetes, something like leukemia, you name it, stress, everything from Lyme's disease to you name it. This machine can address it faster and better. For one, oxygen is running through your body. And as we know, no cancer can exist in an alkaline, oxygenated environment. So before they go in there, we give them hydrogen alkaline water. The oxygen in the chamber gives yourself an increase of just alkalinity and oxygen. So right there, that staves off most all health issues. And then you're actually addressing all the frequency issues in the body by utilizing this whole system at one time. So at one time in the world, they said, and even in the Bible, that people were living over 350 years. Likely our atmosphere was much different. Likely there was more oxygen in the air. Likely they were barefoot on the ground. So what we're trying to do is take nature, something natural, and exponentially increase its power. More oxygen, more grounding, light frequency that actually can help remove parasites, mold, bacteria, and fungus. And if you do all these things, and the body it's going to know exactly what to do. Your body is a self-healing mechanism. So if you're increasing the energy and vibration in your environment, your body will absorb it. And once your body absorbs it, your DNA knows exactly how to take care of you. And when our DNA is strong and our immune system strong, the stuff that's in our body, like bacteria, fungus, different types of viruses, it ejects. Your body will eject these negative foreign materials, but it needs help. In today's world, we're being just slaughtered with all this man-made chemicals, frequencies. And right here, right now, what I've just shown you is our pinnacle machine to pound for pound, minute to minute, compare it to anything in the market. It's the most powerful healing technology out there.
Absolutely. Thank you. Very well said, John. Well, I'll be leaving a link below in the description. If you want to learn more, the link is there. John, is there anything else that you'd like to say to the viewers before we finish?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys all. I when I say that, we put this together, I mean we as all of us, Nicholas, you included. What we did was we put humanity first. And every time we did something and you guys helped and purchased something, it went back to creating the future of healthcare. So we did this. It wasn't just me, it was all of us that made this happen. And it was on these truther networks that we made it happen. So I like to say thank you to everyone. And in that regard, not only do we give you a discount if you can put a link below on anything that we have, but realize this is a win for all of us. Now we have something that we can actually show, which is the future of healthcare, other than a pill, other than something that's not going to work, other than something that gives you side effects. There she is, guys. We call it the Tesla MedBed. And I would ask that if you're very interested in this, you can try it for free. Set an appointment, tell other people. I promise you, after 1 hour, it will be the most world-changing thing you've ever done in your health plan you've ever done.
Thank you very much, John. I'll leave the link right below and we'll speak again very soon. You take care and God bless you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Nicholas.